No Film School's coverage of NAB 2018 is brought to you by Blackmagic Design, creating revolutionary solutions for film, post-production, and television. Adorama, the world's only full-service destination for photo, video, and electronics. And My Road Reel, the world's largest short film competition is back. Register now at myroadreel.com.
Hey, we're at NAB Show 2018. I'm Charles Hayden, covering it for No Film School. I'm at the Boris FX booth. I'm here with Mocha Mary.
It's me. I'm Mary Poplin. Nice to meet you. I am the product specialist for the Boris FX tools. We're going to be showing you a little bit about Mocha VR.
Awesome.
All right. So Mocha VR ships with some tools from the BCC.
Well, first off, Mocha VR is pretty new, right? When did it come out?
Yes. So Mocha VR actually came out this last year. We won a technology award for it. It's visible over there. You should go get B-roll of it. But anyway, we won a technology award for it. We actually have won an award for our planar tracking as well. So, you know, this is sort of all of that combined. So we've taken our Mocha planar tracker tools and we've put them into a 360 workspace, which allows you to actually orient the shot around as if you were in a headset, and you can actually do visual effects as if you were inside the headset.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So let me show you how that works. The first thing I'm going to show you real quick though is that the BCC tools also have a VR unit, and that ships with your effects. So if we go here to, let's just go ahead and select this. We go to Effect, and we're going to go to the BCC VR tools. We have a BCC Blur, Flicker, Fixer, Insert, Reorient, and Sharpen. I'm going to really quickly show you something here, which is our Flicker Fixer. So here's a quick before. That's unwatchable. Okay, we're using our Flicker Fixer with temporal smoothing. Okay, and so what this does is this gets rid of it entirely. Like if I scrub through, no more flicker. All right, it's just a temporal smooth over the effect. Very easy. Now, moving right along, we're going to talk a little bit about Insert. Insert is another tool that is available inside of the BCC VR unit. Okay, and what you can do is you can use this to feed in, for example, a 2D insert. We can put it right inside of our comp. So in this stereo insert here, what we're going to do is we're going to use this using the effects controls. Select on this, and we can actually reorient this however we want in our shot. This is great for subtitles. You can repeat this across 4 sides if you like, and it gives you a lot of control over how you're controlling your stuff. This ships with the Mocha VR tools. Let's talk a little bit about Mocha VR though. I want to talk a little bit about the Reorient, which is like a major tool that you need to know about inside of Mocha VR. So Mocha VR is a plugin. Because Boris FX bought us ages ago, we actually now run as a plugin, which means we actually read directly off our timeline. This is going to be great when you're working in 4K, 6K, 8K. You can come down here and go to half res, and now when we launch this, it's going to say, hey, you're in proxy tracking mode, you know that, right? And we're like, yes, we do know that. That's on purpose, okay? We're reading this off the timeline. We're going to hit go forward. Now, inside Mocha VR, I want to point out we have a lens tool over here. This lens tool is reading equirectangular. That means now when I click my 360 button, I can actually move through the front. I can move to the zenith. I can move to the nadir, etc. We're going to look at our front and pan around. All right, now we are in our headset space, and we can start to do our tracking. In this case, what we're going to track is we're going to track these mountains, because for these mountains, we're going to use these as our reorient solve. Okay, so we must track those horizon bounces in order to stabilize this. I don't know if you guys have seen this in a headset before, but this will make you vomit. All right, it'll make you sick immediately. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and reorient this. The way we reorient this is we're going to show our horizon controls. We're going to make sure our horizon actually matches this curve. Now when we turn these controls off, we're actually going to just use that track to flatten our shot.
Oh my god, that's like a smooth, perfect horizon for the whole party.
Exactly. So now, you know, we can render this back to our timeline. We're going to render, let's render in quarter res so we can really see this. And let's just render forward. So now that's nice and smooth and not sickening.
So this totally changes aerial VR.
Exactly. This is a vital tool. And then I'm also going to show you one more thing, which is you know, I don't know that it's, you know, when you watch VR, you tend to look down, they put a logo on the ground, and it feels like you're surfing on somebody's logo. I hate that, all right? It's kind of disorienting. I'm not the Silver Surfer. I want to remove these objects from the ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to click right here on our remove, and I'm going to show you how to remove a rover from the ground very, very quickly, all right? So here's how we do that. We're going to go ahead and open Mocha VR. We're going to read from our timeline. Now, I'm actually going to put this in full res really quickly so that I can show you what this looks like. I'm going to go to my selected layer. Here's how we do this. In our track tab, what we're going to do is we're going to select our foreground shape. If we look here, we're looking at the bottom. Here's our drone. We say, hey, this is what I want to remove. And you notice there's no tracking keyframes on this because it's a drone, it's in the center of the screen. I just draw a shape around it. All right, now we're going to track the background. To do that, we actually go to link to track none. What this does is this holds the shape in the middle and says continue to read all the pixels that move underneath this like a scanner. And our track goes off screen, okay, which is very, very handy when you're doing things like tracking the ground. So now, here's what my track looks like. This is important because this is how we're going to replace this object. We're going to say, hey, use all the pixels in this layer to replace this layer using the track. We select our remove. I'm going to go ahead and turn my overlays off and my mattes off so this looks extra impressive. Hit my remove, and we're going to hit render to do a test render and see what that looks like. We can do this really, really quickly and easily. Now, that being said, it also assumes that you have planar data moving under your object. If you've got like crazy lighting shifts and hard lines and all kinds of stuff, that your mileage is going to vary. You're probably going to have to roto paint that.
Gotcha.
All right. And speaking of roto paint, I want to show you one more thing. Okay, because this is a perfect situation. I want to show you a not perfect situation. So if I need to do, for instance, a stereo paint out of a rig, all right, the way I do that is I can actually take this. I'm not going to do the whole thing for you because it takes too long, but we're going to take this shot. I'm going to go to my effects controls. I'm going to go to effect. I'm going to go to Mocha by Imagineer Systems, Mocha VR. And before, what we've done is we've actually gone through and launched Mocha. We don't have to do this here. We're going to go to module renders, lens undistort, but I'm going to make sure that we're clicking on stereo top and bottom because we work in stereo. Render, and now this is going to say, okay, I'm undistorting this. This is like we're looking in the headset. I'm going to go to 90 degrees, and we're going to go to like a focal view of like 160 because we want to zoom out. So there's my zoomed out version. I'm going to select this. I'm going to copy this. We're going to control. We're going to go to layer, pre-compose. Okay, we're going to move all the attributes into the new composition. I'm going to take my roto paint. I'm going to double click on this. I'm going to do just the world's sloppiest paint out here because I'm not going to make you sit through all this, but suffice to say, here's my paint strokes, blah, blah, blah. All right, so we've made my paint. I'm going to go to layer, pre-compose, move all attributes into the new composition. We're going to go back to our composition here. Paste, and now this looks weird, right? That's because we go to module renders, we go to lens, distort, we distort that back over the top. So what you end up with when you're done painting is this nice stereo remove over the top of your shot. So there's my stereo remove. And let's just show what that looks like. There you go. All right, so that's a quick and easy lens
one of the
paint.
biggest hurdles with VR is where do you hide the crew, where do you hide the rigging, where do you hide the cameras? And your argument is, don't worry about hiding it, we'll just paint it out in post.
To an extent, okay? Like, I want to say yes, but, okay? Yes, but be smart, all right?
Yeah.
Take your crew, put them under the horizon line. Take your crew, make sure they're moving over planar objects if they're there at all. Don't put them in a situation that's going to make them hard to paint out. Put them in a space that's going to make it easy to paint out, and then we'll do the rest.
At the Boris FX booth here at NAB Show 2018, this has been Charles Hain for No Film School.